Today I'll be showing you the COG gear and going over all his abilities, cards, and best card setups. Start off, we have his ultimate, which is his team revive. Instantly revives downed allies. So you can get yourself up as well as other allies when you go down. They cannot be dead, they cannot be in the process of being executed. Otherwise you can get yourself right back up. Passive ability, enemies that die with your mark reduce the cooldown of your ultimate. So as long as you mark something, regardless of who kills it, while your mark is on them, you'll get a slight reduction in your cooldown. First up, we have Overdoing It. Allies who are revived by Team Revive receive a health regeneration boost for X seconds. So once you get somebody or yourself up, you'll be a little bit harder to bring down because you're getting your health back a lot faster, which is pretty sweet. We have Dodge, which is ballistic damage is reduced from long range. So this will not save you from a torque bow or drop shot or a boom shot. But it does work in conjunction with these two cards for either your health high or your health low. Chances are if your health is low and you're taking heavy ballistic damage, it's not going to help you out that much, but it does help out a little. You know, you just hit with a straight hammer burst shot, especially if you're not playing on a one of the hardest difficulties to begin with, and that can save you from another shot. And next up we have Perfect Condition, which is damage taken when not heavily wounded, so reduces all damage when taken when COG gear isn't heavily wounded. They don't define what heavily wounded is, but from another card it seems to be probably around 80%. And this is reduces all damage when COG gear has lower health. They don't define what that is, but I gotta figure if this is 80, this is probably somewhere around 20. That's just my guess. It's really hard to tell when you play on difficulties when basically everything brings you down, but this combination right here does help me take a couple, it'll let me go into the red before going down. Like, I can take that stray shot a few more times, not a few more times, but here and there, and then recover and take that stray shot again and not go down, which is pretty sweet because it doesn't require my teammates to get me up. Speaking of which, we have our next card, which is Get Up. Reviving a teammate using Team Revive gives both of you stim. So this is pretty sweet because if you have to get up your teammates that went down, you're still up and you get them up, then not only does this give them stim, but it gives you stim as well. That's pretty cool. This just affects your leaderboard times for either Horde or Escape. Not going for leaderboards, then it's irrelevant. Helpful headshots, it's okay as a starting card if you got nothing else, but you can't shoot your allies in the head. I've tried that. You have to shoot enemies, and your teammates have to be in close proximity, pretty much in the same cover that you're in, or standing right next to you, to give them stim. So, not the best card. Super suppressive recharge. In Escape, you're not really going to be getting grenade kills. I mean, maybe you can go find juvies. If you're playing on a low-level difficulty, this might be useful, because then you can get it again, because you'll be able to kill them with a single grenade. Hard-level difficulties, it's harder to kill them with one grenade, besides like juvies. We have Team Repair. Team Revive repairs fortifications, which is pretty cool. So when you do revive somebody in Horde, you're repairing all fortifications for up to 30%. Now, it's worth noting that I think this is pretty cool because if people are going down, chances are your fortifications are getting damaged. So that actually seems to be pretty useful. I've yet to use this in Horde, but I don't see why I wouldn't be using this in Horde. Custom Lancer, 50% or X increased damage and active effects. Now, if you're a huge fan of the Lancer, in Escape you're not going to really find a Lancer and really have the ammo to use it. There might be that one board or a couple boards you can use it in the future. Otherwise, potential Horde card, but I'd still probably drop it. Healing Bounty, we have Killing Mark Target, heals for extant health. So this is pretty cool, like when you're an early starting card in Escape or Horde. So when you're marking enemies, if you take damage during that firefight but you kill them, you immediately got your health back, which is pretty cool. Increased damage on your pistol okay starting card before you get your legendary. And once again, the last score boost. So what I like to use is I like to go for staying up over everything else. So I run all three of these. There is several times where you're taking that long shot between the two of them, as long as you're not playing on difficulty where that's going to bring you down, like wave 40 on master or something, where it's just no chance anyway if you take a shot from a sniper bullet. Other than that, this can come in handy, especially from the one straight marks or shot or something. I just don't like going down, so I'd rather stay up in red than down. And I like to use the team revive heals and get up for escape. And I'd probably I'll go back and forth a little bit, but for Horde, yeah, I'll be using the team repair and probably overdoing it until I get my stem up a little bit more. But 50% stem, I think I just got this up to 50% stem, so I think I'm gonna be switching to this when I try this out in Horde. But see which one keeps your teammates up longer, because that's the one you want. You want your teammates to be safe and up and not have to be re-picked up immediately. The rest of these cards just don't really seem viable as late game cards. You have your healing bounty, like I said, for early. You have a modified snub for early. Custom lancer early for Horde. Helpful headshots can be early for escape. You get it to a higher level by chance, but overall, he seems to be a more viable third or fifth character just alone off these three cards really make him viable. And since his ability is the team revive, when you do need to get people up and you do need to save the day and use that ability, why wouldn't you want to save the day and just make them have increased regeneration with stem? I mean, I can see dropping one for the fortifications, but other than that, yeah, this is what you want. You want him to be stay up, and you want him to save the day. And then he can just take whatever two weapons that he wants. If he wants to pick up a lancer, have Marcus make him a lancer or something, do that. But do it without the 50% damage and go for more resistance. I don't know. That's my choice. If you're gonna take the lancer, you're gonna take something else. Drop one of the resistance. Doesn't seem like that bad of a choice. I wouldn't mind dropping one if I really love the lancer, which I don't. It's okay. The other weapons I can use just as effectively. But anyway, I'll leave the lancer dropping one resistance or one team revive card up to you. I hope that